Hey guys, businesses sell goods to me at a loss and then I flip it on for profit. I'm going to explain exactly how and why businesses everywhere sell goods at a loss and we can access those goods and flip them on for easy profit. And actually, I'm now doing it all without touching or owning those goods or even using a penny or cent of my own cash. Crazy business. So this warehouse behind me is something that I never ever will use in my business because I just work from an office and I'm trading pallets, even truckloads of stock every single day. I'm making thousands each month and I never touch or see anything whatsoever that I buy and sell. And the cool part is, like I say, I never use any of my own money either. But let's get back to the subject of why do businesses make a loss? Why are they prepared to actually lose money when they sell goods to me? So I'm going to go into detail on why businesses are prepared to lose money on goods. So here's the thing, when businesses have pallets of goods like these behind me in this warehouse that are they're slow moving goods. They come into their warehouse, but they don't rotate. They never go back out. They just end up sitting there gathering dust. And they're taking up valuable warehousing space. And they are tying up cash as well. And they are going down in value because goods sitting in warehouses never go up in value. They only ever go down in value. So everyday businesses, they could be a manufacturer, an importer, a distributor, a wholesaler, an importer, an exporter, a retailer, an online retailer, any kind of business that handles physical products. They are all storing goods in their own warehouse or a third party logistics warehouse. And over the year, they end up with headaches and problems with their stock. And stock, like I say, that they need to get rid of, it's just surplus, it's unwanted, unused goods that they just haven't sold on. And basically, they have to make a decision what they need to do with those goods. Are they just going to sit there looking at that stock in their warehouse, standing there admiring it? And it's literally just sat there, dead stock going nowhere. And basically, they've got to make a decision. And the decision that they've got to make is that they are going to get rid of those goods and turn those goods back into cash. But to get rid of those goods, they need to be prepared to take a loss. All right. They're not going to get their original cost back. The reason that they're not going to get their cost back is because they've either, imported those goods from a manufacturer, they've had them made from a manufacturer, or maybe they've bought them from an importer, or maybe they've bought them from a wholesaler. Whichever way they have bought those goods, they are never going to get their original cost back. And that is basically because anyone can go and buy at regular prices from a manufacturer or an importer or a wholesaler or wherever you want to go buy stock. You can go buy a regular ongoing product at a regular market price. You can go online and find a wholesaler and buy a product that you can buy each month from them at a regular price, okay, or from a manufacturer at a regular price, regular factory price. These are all regular market prices that you would be paying, like everyday businesses do. So for our end of the market, which is the discount end of the market, we are needing to buy these goods, these surplus goods that sat in these businesses' warehouses, sat there doing nothing. We need to buy them at a cheap price. And we buy them at a cheap price because whoever is buying these goods from us are looking for a good deal. They are looking for a good deal, cheaper than regular prices, okay? Cheaper than regular factory prices, cheaper than, regular importing prices or regular wholesale prices. They want a good deal because these offers that we get of surplus goods in everyday warehouses, okay, they need to be highly discounted because they are a one-off clearance deal. It's just a one-off deal. When it's gone, it's gone. So we are accessing these goods at a highly discounted price, way cheaper than anyone could just go and buy these goods at regular, ongoing, normal prices. We are buying them at a one-off, highly discounted price that a hungry buyer wants to buy off us because it's a highly discounted deal and they are getting a good price, cheaper than the regular factory prices, cheaper than the regular everyday prices, okay, because it's a one-off true clearance deal. So when these businesses have surplus stock in their warehouse, they need to clear those goods at a loss because they're not going to sell them at a regular ongoing price. They've probably tried that already with their regular customers and it's still sat in their warehouse going nowhere. So in order for them to turn those goods back into cash, clear those goods out of their warehouse, free up valuable warehousing space, they need to take a loss and get what they can for those goods, turn them back into cash, and then they can use that cash flow in their business to buy more stock with or do whatever they want with that cash. And then they have got rid of that problem. And so it goes back to the old saying, your first loss is your best loss. And that's a true saying that, make a loss on those goods now that you are sitting on, make a loss now, or wait another 3 months or 6 months or a year and you're going to end up making a bigger loss. So here's the thing, businesses realize they're going to make a loss on those goods. It's just a write-off, it's a tax write-off. It can go against their profits. It's a tax deductible uh, um, expense. Those goods you can write off against your tax. So their accountant will just write those goods off as a loss. They're making a loss on those goods. They bought them for X price, but they're selling them at a loss further down the line. So they are making a loss on those goods, but they realize that they need to make a loss now rather than a bigger loss, 6 months down the line. Okay. So that is why we are buying deals from businesses who are making a loss every single time. And that enables us to turn over those goods, flip them on for profit to a hungry buyer looking for a good deal, guys. So that is why this business is so lucrative, because we are accessing surplus stock at highly, highly discounted prices at, prices way cheaper than businesses can actually go and buy these goods for on a regular basis. We are buying them at a highly one-off discounted deal. If you are interested in getting into the surplus business where you can make money flipping surplus goods, all right, sourcing them, flipping them on, without even touching or owning those goods or without using your own cash. If you are very interested, we can set up a Zoom call. Let's take a look at what you're doing, what your goals are, how much you're looking to make, what time you have to put into this, where you can learn this business from me, a guy who's been in the business for over 3 decades, guys, and where I will help you one-to-one on all of your deals as well. All right. So if you want to work with me and you're looking to make some extra income, you're fed up with just earning one fixed income in your day job, and you're looking to make a few thousand on the side each year. All right. This is a great under the radar business, unlike a lot of these businesses online that you see, affiliate marketing, Amazon, e-commerce, and all those types of businesses. This is a great uncovered business that hardly anyone even knows about. All you have to do is just go into the description or comments below, and I will drop a link to book a free 30-minute Zoom call with me. We'll get on a Zoom call, all right? We can meet each other, and I'll share my screen and show you inside my Surplus Trader Academy and exactly what you get and how you can learn this business from me. And I'll show you how to get started. All right, guys, I will see you very, very soon.